Hi, this is Traceyhd, and I want to thank you for joining me for our March 2015 monthly Cancer Tarot reading. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all angels, light beings, and God, please relay the message to me that I may share with our viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the month, we will take a card from the top. And that's the beginning of the month. For the middle of the month, we'll take a card out of the middle, and that is a reversed card. And for the end of the month, I'm going to take a card off the bottom. Here we go. Okay, let's zoom in there. Dear Gemini, dear Gemini, dear Cancer. I still have Gemini on the mind and slowing down from last reading. Here we go, Cancer. This is the monthly forecast for you for March 2015. And as we see here, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is a very serious man. You know, this guy is calm. Look at the serious look on his face. But he is powerful. You know, hence the sword in his hand. He's not out of control. He has everything under control. You know, he is the kind of person, you know, that, how could I say, he's very truthful and he's very decisive. I mean, some people could think that he's a little too strict and a little too stern. But basically, this person has a lot of power and control. And this may be you in a situation, Cancer, in the beginning of this month, or this may be someone in your life that you feel has control. Whether you are finally exerting your control and your power finally in a situation, or if you feel that someone in your life is trying to control you. You know, this person is, you know, he uses his mind. He uses his mind over matters. He doesn't let himself get emotional with his heart and give into his emotions when he's making decisions. He thinks things through mentally. So Cancer being a very emotional sign, this may not be you, Cancer. This may very well be a man in your life or someone who will cross your path in the very beginning of the month that is going to be a very mental thinking type of person, not wishy-washy. This could be a person who could be someone you work with, could be someone you're married to, it could be a male friend. But to me, this person is very strict, very intellectual, and he knows how powerful he is. In the middle of the month, we have Temperance, and Temperance is in reverse. And when I think of the card of Temperance, I think of someone who is showing some type of balance in their life, some type of moderation. When I think of Temperance, I mean, this person is practicing moderation. But when she's in reverse, you know, it appears to me that being moderate and being in balance, you know, has gone out the window as far as she's concerned in this card being reversed. This man is very balanced. This woman here is very unbalanced. She's literally upside down. And you know what's going to happen when she pours that water into that bowl. If she was right side up, it's going to land in the bowl. If it's upside down, it can't land in the bowl. It's going to basically just go all over the place, and that's no self-control, no balance, no moderation. And this is a person that's experiencing extremes in one or more parts of their life. Now, I know that Cancer being ruled by the sign of the moon, a lot of times we are affected by the lunar aspects. Sometimes we do go to extreme. We could be very emotional, loving people. Cancers have a big heart. They do feel with their emotions. They feel with their heart, I believe, more than they think things through with their head. Most of them that I know personally are very loving, caring, family-oriented people. They need to feel love. They need to give love. They need to feel needed. In this situation, this in the middle of the month, Cancer, is you. It's you. It's basically You may be reacting to a male figure in your life where he's just turning your world upside down. He's not giving into his emotions. You may want more than he wants in a relationship. He has the let's wait and see type of approach where you want to just throw your heart into it. You just want to throw your arms around him and say, hey, let's take this to the next level. But he's a stickler. He wants to wait and see how things are going to work. He's moving at a snail's pace, and there's nothing wrong with that, because he wants to make sure that whatever decision he makes is the right choice for him, because he's all up in the head. He's not going to let his heart rule his head. And in this situation here, this woman here, she's full of emotion, and she's just, her life is spinning out of control possibly. Like I said, it could be in a relationship. It could be in her line of work. It could be an addiction, maybe, that you're trying to get over. It could be something that is throwing you off balance. And when you're off balance, you are emotional. We're all emotional when we don't feel balance in our life. When you feel uncertainty, when you're not practicing moderation, things get out of balance real quick. So be aware that your emotions may really stir up in the middle of the month. And then at the end of the month, we have the Eight of Chalices. And when I think of the Eight of Chalices, of course, the chalices are the cups. The cups are emotions again. But this card is going to be right side up. This card being, he looks very serious. He's reading from his book. He has his chalices in front of him. There's beautiful trees in the background. This person here signifies abandoning, a feeling of abandoning something from their old ways in search of like a deeper meaning in their life. They want to make a change. They're seeking some type of solitude to make that change. They're not very happy. They're very weary about the things that have been going on. And they're realizing that they need to leave part of the past behind to find something more fulfilling, something that's more enriching, something that's more satisfying. And this is a very, very interesting lineup here for the month of March, Cancer. To me, what it feels like is you're being held back in a way by someone or something. It could be a job that's very restricting, that's not fulfilling your needs, or a person in your life. It could be, like I said, a spouse, a boyfriend, a friend. This person is in their head. They think things through, very unlike you, where this middle card here, by the middle of the month, you've really had it with him or had it with the job or whatever doesn't seem to be fulfilling your emotional needs. And at the end of the month, you're reflecting on that and you're realizing that, hey, maybe I'm putting too much in this relationship or too much in this career. Or like I said, it could possibly be, an addiction. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be overeating. It could be overspending, retail therapy, where you go out and buy yourself something nice, but you find yourself heading to the mall every time things go wrong to cheer yourself up. This is something that you need to leave behind. At the end of the month, I feel that you're going to finally wipe away the tears here from the middle of the month, become a little bit more balanced. You're going to reflect within and you're going to realize, hey, I gotta remove this situation from my life. It's not bringing me the emotional fulfillment that I crave. It's not giving me what I need. So whatever the situation is, we have to realize that possibly it's not meant to be. And sometimes you have to leave the past behind in order to, look for something that's going to suit your needs. You got to remove the old in order to make room for the new. If you keep clinging on to whatever this is here that's not suiting your needs and that seems a little bit too confining, you're never going to know what it's like to truly find what you deeply need, something that you could deeply relate to. So basically, at the end of the month, you're sad and you're reluctant, but you know what you got to do. You really got to leave whatever that was in the beginning of the month behind. Free yourself. Out with the old, in with the new. And, it may not happen overnight. It may not happen next week or next month. But by you removing that from your life, again, you're making room for something so much more fulfilling and enriching in your life. But you got to make that decision not to keep clinging to whoever or whatever that is, because you're not going to be fulfilled. You're going to be out of balance. You're going to be emotional. Nobody wants to go through that. You're thinking clearly at the end of the month. You're thinking clearer than you ever have before. You know what to do. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel and take care.